Hey everyone, finish watching the next episode of Mystic Knights, The Lost King. Once a year, the fairies leave Tir na Nog to dance in the fairy ring. King Finvara sees gold outside the ring and goes to get it. One piece teleports him away. Another fairy runs to him and turns into a dog. Alright. At Kells, Kahad receives a vision of King Finvara and his magic backfires. The knights go to Tir na Nog. Only Rowan and Angus manage to get in. Ivar and Deirdre are stuck outside. The fairies give Rowan the king's walking stick and he points it at the reflecting pool, hoping to get a clue to what's going on. It only shows him scenes from the past. I'm worried. This isn't a clip show, is it? On the surface, Torque attacks Ivar and Deirdre. They try to use their weapons and transform, but their powers are gone. Rowan and Angus join their friends and scare off Torque and his soldiers. They return to the castle of Kells and tell Kahad what's going on. He tells them they must find Finvara. Ivar finds that fairy that turned into a dog earlier. He takes it to Kahad. Kahad sees the emblem of Tir na Nog on a collar it has. Was that collar something the fairy was wearing, or did it magically get a collar when he turned into a dog? Kahad uses magic powder to return it to its fairy form. Unfortunately, he can't stay in his true form for long. Kahad doesn't want to risk using more magic while the balance of magic is affected by Finvara's disappearance. He theorizes Maeve's magic is behind this and Ivar goes to Temra to see what he can find out. As it turns out, Maeve does have Finvara trapped in a basket. She uses a spell to take his magic powers. Ivar and the knights scale the wall of Maeve's castle and sneak in. They confront Maeve, but she uses her newly acquired abilities to take them prisoner. Maeve sends an ultimatum to King Conifer. Surrender Kells or she'll keep his daughter imprisoned along with the other knights. First, she requests he hand over an ancient crown of Temra stolen by Kells. At Maeve's castle, the knights start to fight amongst themselves and make enough of a ruckus that Torque opens their cell to make them stop. In the confusion, Angus swipes the key and they escape. They free Finvara and take him to the castle of Kells. They ask Kahad to restore his powers. Kahad takes out a box and gives it to Maeve. Once she touches it, he casts a spell returning her powers to Finvara. Finvara pops out of the box, his magic restored. Maeve retains some of the magic and fires at the knights. King Finvara uses his own magic to drain the last of the magic from Maeve. She gives up and everything appears to be back to normal. I like stories about Finvara, so at first I was a bit excited with this one. Unfortunately, while he's important to the plot, he doesn't get to do much. Like a while ago, he's dumbed down to get the plot going. I don't think a fairy of his experience should be so easily tricked. He spends the rest of the episode stuck in a basket like a little Irish ninjor. The fairy that gets turned into a dog doesn't get any follow-up. Presumably, he returns to normal once Finvara's powers are restored. For a second, I got worried, thinking this would become a clip show. It's certainly far enough into the series that a clip show wouldn't be out of place, but how they're usually handled leaves me cautious. I was a bit disappointed that it turned out to be Maeve who kidnapped Finvara. I was hoping maybe it would be some other villain or some other situation going on. I think Mystic Knights needed a more diverse rogues gallery. Nearly every conflict seems to be either Maeve or a one-off character we never see again. One thing here I really appreciated being acknowledged was Ivar's chalice. When he and the knights escape Maeve's dungeon, he is about to take it, but Finvara tells him that she takes it with her when she leaves. Conveniently inconvenient, but I'm glad it wasn't just forgotten about. When Maeve makes demands to Conifer, she asks for the return of a crown stolen from Temra. Why would Kells hold on to that? Just give it back. It should have been given back years ago. With the two nations at war, this seems like one of the first things Conifer could have considered returning in an effort to placate Maeve. Also, just not to be a jerk and knowingly hold on to something your own nation stole. Good episode, but I'm getting tired of all the standalone plots, and I'm hoping there's another arc soon. Will we ever get more of the Drageen? Will Garrett return? Or these things that were being held off on for a second season? Oh yeah, what happened to Tyrune and Pyre? Do the bad guys still have Tyrune? Can they actually... Yeah, we never got solid confirmation if Maeve could actually control Tyrune or not. So I'm really curious if we're gonna have that come back ever. Anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. See ya.